Hey everyone, welcome back to PvP. Today we're diving into Chapter 3 of Mafia Definitive Edition. In this episode, we're finally going to meet Don Salieri face to face. And Tommy Angelo will do something that makes us decide to join the family for good. Let's get started.
What do they call you, son?
Thomas Angelo, sir.
Frank told me you ran into some trouble?
Yes, sir. My cab got smashed up pretty good.
Morello's thugs went after him by the kind of Tommy helping us.
This, taxi, that's your livelihood?
Yes, sir.
I feel a sense of responsibility here. So I'm gonna set you up with a small loan, enough to get that cab of yours fixed up.
I appreciate that, sir, but I'm not looking for a handout.
Then what are we doing here?
I just want a shot at the bastards who wrecked my cab.
You hear that, Frank? The kid wants my permission to get into a fight.
Yes, I heard.
Okay, Tommy Angelo. All the Morello's girls hang out at a bar he owns. Paul, you know the place.
Sure do, boss.
Good. You can ride along with Tommy. There's a lot right next to the bar where they park their cars. Go smash up a few tin cans, send Morello a message. He can't rough up hard-working Joes in my neighborhood without getting a black eye.
Thank you, Mr. Salieri. I won't let you down.
And Tommy, when you get back, we'll talk about what's next for you.
No one else knows you here, so tread careful, okay?
Sure.
Tommy Angelo finally have met the man himself, Don Salieri. He's got this presence, you know, commanding respect without even trying. After Tommy Angelo talked with the Don, it was time to see what Paulie had in store for Tommy. Paulie's a good guy, a bit rough around the edges, but he's got a heart of gold. He's the kind of guy you want watching your back.
Ricordi?
You're not ready to come out on collections? What can you do? Anyways, I got places to be. Okay, come through this way. I'll take you to Vinny first. He's a loudmouth, but Frank and the Don have known him since forever.
Now, Vincenzo, or Vinny as some call him, is our go-to guy for weapons. If you need firepower, he's the one to see. Vinny's been with the family for years. He's an expert, knows his guns like the back of his hand, and he's got a story for every piece he hands out.
That'd be good. Drove into the city this morning. Thought I saw cops on every corner.
Buongiorno, Vincenzo!
Ciao, Polly. Oh, she's gonna sing. Who's this then?
Vinny, this here's Tommy Angelo. We're doing a little job together.
All right, good. Hey, you need bean shooters or rods?
Nah, we just need something to write off a few cars.
Huh. Oh, I got just the thing. This classic should do the trick. Oh! Hey, if the bat don't work out for use, I got a few cocktails here.
Ay.
Careful with them, though. Don't want to burn off your short hairs. Good to meet you, Tom. Let me know if Paulie gives you a hard time. I'll straighten him out.
Ralphie's in the garage. He's a special...
Before we headed out, Paulie introduced Tommy Angelo to Ralph. Ralph the mechanic. If you need a car, Ralph's your guy. He might seem a bit slow at first, but he's a genius with engines. Ralph will hand Tommy Angelo the keys to his first getaway car. It wasn't much to look at, but it would do the job.
Get your head out of your ass! fuck there, Polly. You can't just sneak up on a guy like that.
I'm sorry, Ralphie. I'm just busting your balls.
See, you're still limping. Guess we got two cripples working here.
We ain't nothing alike. You got that, Ralph?
Sure, Polly. Yeah.
Tommy Angelo.
Good to meet you.
Like I said, Ralphie here's a cracked egg. But you bring him a stolen car, he'll make it yours. Tom and me, we got a job to do. We need some wheels.
How about this one, Polly? It ain't a hot rod, but it'll get you across to town.
All right, let's go. You're driving. And don't let me catch you loafing off again.
One day I'm gonna cut your brake line, asshole. I don't know what Ralph's trying to pull giving us this motor. I want to show you something about the good life, and you're driving something my mom could have bought 20 years ago. If I know Ralph, he probably got it taken out of our yard.
Our destination was Morello's bar. Morello, he's the main rival in the city. A real piece of work. The plan was to get revenge on what Morello's men did to Tommy's cab. Make it clear that Tommy Angelo's not to be messed with.
This was their first drop-off.
Driving through the city, you could feel the tension. It was a different kind of buzz, knowing you're about to do something that'll stir the pot.
We're okay. As long as we're careful. Keep an eye over our shoulder. Some of the Canadian whiskey that comes through, you want a bottle? Just ask. We'll keep some back for friends.
I'm no big drinker. I used to tip back bathtub gin most days, but not so much now. That stuff's no good for you.
You don't have to go blind now, though. To us, you got a line on the good stuff.
But it's good of you. Thanks.
Not just the booze we supply, Tom. It's the places we deliver to. The dames they got in these places. Best tables, best food, best skirt. Some way to live.
Right now, all I want to do is wreck the day of the bastards who wrecked mine.
Sure.
Besides, all this could get a guy in trouble.
Trouble says the guy is about to set fire to Morello's parking lot.
I got you to protect me. It'll go fine.
Well, if it don't go fine, try not to let him see your face. Either that, or you hit him so hard they don't remember it. Getting onto Morello's turf now.
There's some kind of line between his streets and Salieri's streets.
Not really. There's always some give and some take. Though in general, we look after Little Italy, and his guys work North Park. And more besides. You're walking on the wrong sidewalk, in the wrong part of town, you start getting a sense you need to be someplace else. You can feel it long before they start appearing on street corners to stare you down. Okay, it's close by.
They have arrived at the parking lot across from Morello's bar. Paulie had a plan, and Tommy was just following his lead.
Girl on guard duty, but it's always some no-name schmuck. Come on, over here. You gotta sneak in and wreck the cars. Send a message.
Sure. Why are you coming with?
See if you get shot. Okay, you go quiet. You know how to go quiet.
They had to move carefully. Paulie led the way and Tommy followed close behind. They slipped through the alleyway, trying to stay out of sight. It was tense. Every shadow felt like it was watching them. Paulie's whisper was a reminder to stay sharp. They couldn't afford any mistakes.
From behind. I'm real good at distracting. It's my best thing.
Ah, the boss gets plenty of guys in this city real pissed. Makes them careful.
As long as I get the money on it.
Ah, he's good for it.
Hey! What the hell you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing?
I mean what I say. What the hell are you doing back there?
Who are you?
A guy who don't know what idiot told you to keep lookout here.
Dino. Dino told me.
Dino? Just like that.
Tommy moved up behind the guard. Careful not to make a sound. One swift move and he was down. It was a strange feeling taking someone out like that. Necessary, but strange.
Take it back and start
With the
swinging.
guard down, they moved to the cars. Their job was to send a message, and there's no better way to do that than to hit them where it hurts. They went to work, smashing windows, slashing tires. It was messy, but effective.
Crap. Hey, get away from the car.
But of course, nothing goes smoothly. Morello's guys came running out, ready for a fight. It turned into a brawl. They had to hold their ground, fight off Morello's men. It was chaotic, but they managed to push through. With the fight over, it was time to finish the job. Tommy will now use the Molotovs that Vinny gave to him. Time to really make their point. Tommy threw the Molotovs and the cars went up in flames. The heat was intense, the message clear. Morello would know they meant business. With the job done, Paulie had one last surprise.
You know this is Dino's car.
Dino's car, a real beauty.
You got a good car?
Stealing it would be the cherry on top.
Reports of burning vehicles and gunfire in North Park.
Take it.
It's right near Morello's
Both ways
place.
are the best
Don't
ways.
bring in the wrong people.
They got in the car and it purred like a kitten. They had to get out of there fast. Of course, no good deed goes unpunished. The cops were onto them in no time.
We got cops.
Paulie and Tommy had to lose them,
What do we do?
and fast.
Lose them by driving real fast.
This car could fly, but the streets were tight and the sirens were closing in.
Right now they're pissed.
Tommy pushed the car to its limits, weaving through traffic, taking sharp turns. The adrenaline was pumping, every second counting.
Lose interest.
Finally, they managed to shake the cops off our tail. The relief was palpable, but they couldn't relax just yet.
Drive careful, Tom. You don't need more heat.
All officers, search is called up. Repeat.
We're good. Let's head back and see the boss.
With the cops off their backs, they made their way back to Salieri's bar.
Sure.
The streets felt quieter now, the tension of the job starting to fade.
How'd it feel? Feel good?
How'd what feel?
Taking out the guy. Taking Dino's car. Feel good?
Yeah, I guess it did.
There's no time like the first time, Tom. Don't get better. You think it's for you? This life?
What's it to you?
Hey, I'm just asking questions. I like asking questions.
I doubt that every day you and Sam go and panel beat motors in parking lots.
There's busy days, there's slow days. I've had more of an introduction than I ever got.
You never got to beat up Dino's pals and take his motor?
Nah, stole enough cars to get noticed, I guess. When I got squeezed by the cops, knew never to squeal. And one day I found myself in a yard behind a bar drawing with Vincenzo. 10 years go by and I'm still there. So, I got a suit now, and Vinny's an old bastard.
I always thought that to be in a family you had to have more connections. Your brother, or your uncle, or...
Oh, some guys, sure. Your cousin got made, or you like Carlos, Pop went way back with the Don. That means you get trusted more when you're starting out. There's plenty of us who came in off the street. I'm thinking we get you in front of the boss, then we tip a few.
Well, I don't got plans, so...
Sure you don't got plans. The plans are to feed Vinny so much booze that... Drive careful, we don't need the attention. Sure you don't got plans. The plans are to feed Vinny so much booze that Luigi has to roll him out the door again.
I'm good with whatever.
Sure you are.
As they pulled up, Tommy couldn't help but feel a sense of accomplishment.
I sent you out with. Dumped it. Well, why? It was a boiler. This one's better.
A better car with a broken window?
Fresh air never killed nobody.
They had done what we set out to do, and Tommy had proven himself. Inside the bar, the familiar sights and sounds felt comforting. Tommy was starting to see this place as home.
Somehow, yeah.
Hey, boss. It's done.
No trouble?
Yeah, nothing we couldn't handle, Mr. Salieri.
Good, good. Sit down. You see Morello?
Nah. But he'll be plenty pissed when his boys tell him what happened.
He's not going to be able to think straight for weeks. See, that's the difference between me and Morello. I'm a businessman. I do everything with this. Every decision I make, it's what's good for the business and my boys. But Morello, he's a hothead. And all that anger burns out the brain. And when he gets mad, he gets stupid.
You got nothing like that to worry about with Tommy here. He was aces the whole way, boss.
I'm glad to hear it. I got a growing business here. We could use a guy like you to help out around the bar. Maybe run some errands, make sure the bills get paid on time. You up for that?
Oh, it'd be an honor, sir.
Good. Good. Now, Polly and Sam have already vouched for you. But you need to understand we have a few rules around here, so you listen and listen good. First, no cursing on the premises. There's a million words out there. And the man who needs to resort to fuck this and fuck that is just ignorant or lazy. Second, we don't deal in the hard stuff. I don't want any dope fiends in this neighborhood. We'll let Morello poison his own people if that's what he wants. Finally, stay out of trouble with the cops. We only have a few on the payroll. And if you cross the line, the rest will come after you. You understand?
Yes, Mr. Salieri.
Then I'm going to only ask you for one more thing, Tommy. I don't keep Paulie and Sam around just because they're strong. A lot of guys out there bigger and tougher than these two. And I don't keep Frank on a payroll because he's smart. Though he is an artist with the numbers. All these guys in this room, they're here because they have the only thing that matters to me. The only thing that should matter to any of us. You know what that is, Tommy?
They're loyal.
That's right. Now, you stay straight with me, you're gonna be living the high life, Tom. But you abuse my trust.
Don Salieri, you won't ever need to worry about me.
Okay, then. Welcome to the family. Excellent. Now I'm starving. Luigi, let's eat.
Welcome.
A barman Luigi is not much of a cook. But his daughter Sarah, Maron.
And just like that, Tommy Angelo was in. The family had welcomed him with open arms, and he knew this was where he belonged. Life with the Salieri's was dangerous, sure. But it was also a chance for a better life, for respect and a sense of belonging. I guess that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this look at Chapter 3 of Mafia Definitive Edition. And if you did, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comments what you think of the game and if there are any other games you'd like me to play. Until next time, stay safe.